Hello beautiful people, in this video I'll show you how I do the curry without rice. It is a keto friendly recipe. I do it when I'm good and sometimes when I do keto diet. Be warned, this is not for the faint-hearted. This is a spicy recipe. Let's go on and start the video. Hey foodies, welcome to HoobieTastes. I welcome you into a new recipe on my channel. First, let's start with the ingredients. The first thing we're starting with is the rice alternative, which we are using the cauliflower for. Pick nice fresh cauliflower, firm, not over-aged in the market. Pick a nice size one. I'm using one cauliflower for this recipe, and I would say depends on how much food you are. It could be enough for 2 to 3 people, depends on the portion size that you do. So what we do now, we cut the florets into medium size, and what will that do? It will help us to chop it and grate it to be like rice. You have different options here. You could use the knife and use your hand skills to make them look like rice, which is the difficult route. You could use a cheese grater, which is the messy route, and you will work your biceps quite a lot. I tried it and I turned my kitchen into a whole mess. So what I've done, I stopped being lazy. I got into the cabinet, I got the food processor out, and I used it to chop the cauliflower, and as you can see the result, it's very fine and it took only a few seconds to do. We will also need about a medium size onion to add with the cauliflower. A trick that I do when I use cauliflower for such dishes, if I do it like as a pizza crust or as a replacement or alternative to rice, I also take it to the microwave and microwave it for about 10 minutes. And what will that do? It will make it ready for cooking. It will be nice and tender, and also it will get rid of the moisture and the water inside the cauliflower. We add olive oil on medium heat, and we add the cauliflower and start stirring it. We know it's done before it changes color and it becomes too golden, because we still need it white to look like rice, right? Well, keto people. And also I add a bit of cumin, a bit of salt to it to give it a nice taste, and also a medium-sized chopped onion. The mistake I made here, I started with the cauliflower on the pan before I added the onion. I should have really done it the other way around, but it still worked either way. Once it's done and ready, you could see it looks like the video on the screen. It looks quite presentable, looks like rice. I'll be honest, here is not as good as rice, but if you're on diet and you have to do what you have to do, it's a good option to have in your arsenal for diets. So now we start with preparing the curry sauce. So what I've done here, I've got cooking oil. I added, you can add 4 to 6 cardamoms, 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half teaspoon of chili powder. Here you could have full, you could make it less, depends on how spicy you like your food to be. Once it sizzles and we smell the beautiful smell of spices coming up, we add our large size chopped onion into it and keep stirring it and saute it until it reaches golden color. And here I added garlic and ginger paste. Salt, I leave that to you. Some people like their food salty, some don't add salt, they prefer to add it later, it's up to you. I've also added half a teaspoon of turmeric. Well, turmeric, be careful, don't get that on your clothes, on your table or anything, because it never goes away. And also 1 teaspoon of coriander and 1 teaspoon of masala powder. Of course, you could use korma, you could use the chicken tawuk flavors, but for this one I'm using the masala, and it's really good. You could add a squeeze of lemon into it if you like that taste in your curry. We add water little by little so it starts to become like a sauce, and then what we do, we get our fresh chicken breast cubes, add it to it, stir it really well so each and every single chicken piece is covered by the sauce. We keep cooking it for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat. We see the chickens look tender and look cooked. What we can do now, you have two options. You could add coconut milk, coconut cream, or you could add double cream, the typical one we use for desserts and what have you. It's your call. This one, I didn't have coconut cream, so I used the double cream and it was fantastic. You leave it further for about 10 minutes. It depends if you like it watery or you like the sauce to be thick. I like the sauce to be nice and thick. And voila, that's how it looks like after we cooked it. Was absolutely fantastic. I was sweating like there is no tomorrow because it was really spicy. I really urge you to try it. Let me know if you like it. Write in the comments, and of course don't forget to follow me on Instagram at HoobieTastes. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Checking out.